Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann Krumpa. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome to the Twin Flame Dynamics that I do every Friday, and every discussion from the time that I have started have been truly deep and profound, just like this discussion. I have taken years of experience with my twin and the things that I have learned along the way, and I am opening up and sharing these things with you so you will not make the same mistakes that I've made, and so that you could be better informed about how to traverse these waters when it comes to the twin flame dynamic. So, should you let the divine masculine know that he is a twin flame? Before I answer yes or no, let me just say that this is one of the most asked questions and one of the number one mistakes that we as divine feminines do, and it runs our divine masculine away. And let me explain why it runs the divine masculine away. When you tell your twin that he or she, because remember, the divine masculine is just the energy, and it can be encased in both male or female embodiment. If you tell your twin that they are a twin flame, this will cause them to have what is called a soul shock. Now, sometimes if the twin is more mature spiritually, they can get that hit and they can awaken, fully awaken, not just awaken just a little, you guys, but fully awaken to their divine calling and their divine true self. And it could be exactly what they needed. However, more often than not, that is not the case. Sometimes we hit them with that. They do their little research, and some of the information that they come across is not adequate information and enough that is substantial for them to sustain the momentum in which you delivered it. And there are a lot of information out there that is against twin flames, and a lot of people are saying that it's satanic, it's a hoax, it's not real. And these are people that are not, twin flames. And of course, they cannot understand or overstand what is not for them. That's just like a doctor, which most things are in Latin, trying to be a lawyer when most things are in Greek. You see, the two do not go hand in hand. And so with that being said, the same thing with the divine masculine being told that he is something that he fully does not understand or overstand. And let's just say they're already on their journey spiritually, and to be knocked that hard with the responsibility that comes along with being a twin flame is even more compounding and complex for a person. So, to answer your question, I'm not going to wait until, the end to answer it. I would say you are a very intuitive, very psychic person. Always, always, always follow your intuition, which is your inner voice in which you chime in and listen to. Your intuition will let you know if it is of best interest for your union. Now, I will tell you that this does come with a caveat, and this does come with a warning. If you are prepared for the possibility of your twin ghosting you, gaslighting you, and running, and you're strong enough to handle that, go right ahead. Tell them. But you will most definitely experience a short separation, because you just hit them with an intergalactic bomb. You just dropped a bomb on them. And they have to go in introspection and retrospection and eternalize what you just laid in front of them. And what you just laid out in front of them is some very heavy stuff, okay? And not only do they have to introspect and retrospect, but they have to integrate. They have to fit it into their current lot in life, because the information is a supercharged bullet. Okay? It's equivalent to a silver bullet to a vampire. It can take them out, you guys. It can really take them off of their path. It can really have them start questioning everything about their lot in life, why they're here, and what the hell is happening in the first place. So you really have to be responsible and a very mature person to hold love and light for them after you provide them with this information. I know when I provided this to my twin, first of all, already knows. He already knew. He may not have known that we were called twin flames, but he is the one that told me that we had a soul contract and that he was here to fulfill his mission to protect me at all costs, even if it meant his life. That doesn't sound like someone that didn't know their mission, okay? But when I hit him with the twin flame dynamic, and I'm sure that he looked up the roles and the things that come along with, it really put a strain on our relationship. And it made him run to a karmic, because in these karmic relationships, they're easy. They're easy peasy, most of them, okay? And the karmic does not have that spiritual connection like we do. That connection, for all of you that are twin flames, you know that it is one that is unexplainable, okay? It's inexplainable. We cannot really articulate in word and thought the magnetism, but we know that it is just so intense that it's even difficult for us, being the spearheads and the spiritual leaders in all of this as divine feminines, to really embody it ourselves. You know, so many times as feminines, we question this journey. Can you imagine someone who really doesn't even know, to the extent of what you know, how they're feeling? Exactly my point. So the first answer to this, because there's many answers, okay? And spirituality, it's not a cookie cutter, one box fit all. There is many ways to answer this one question. So first, use your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. If your inner voice say yes, then go ahead and start off by asking things that pertain to paranormal things, like, do you think that we existed before we were born? What do you think happened to us when we die? You know, those type of conversations. But don't just come straight out and be like, you know what, you're my twin flame. No. You got to have tact, and you got to have a delivery system and a delivery process to be able to first engage them in the conversation and almost allow them to do self-discovery. Allow them to say, you know what, I think we've been together in a past life before. All right? Start off that way and just hint around like, what do you think about deja vu? You know, just those type of things, and just gauge it from there, and you'll know based off of how this person answers to you, whether or not you want to go and drop the full Hiroshima bomb on them, okay? Next, you want to, if you find that they're fully engaged and that they're being very receptive, find a very detailed but short article. Do not give them a whole page full article on the twin flame union and dynamic and the runner and the chaser and all the different stages that you go through. No. Give them something that is simple and sweet, that pretty much just, you know, wraps it all up in a concise nutshell on what it is. Do not bombard your twin with all of this research and all these many pages of the twin flame union, because it will confuse the hell out of them and it will turn them off, and they will not be interested in entertaining any of it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about from firsthand experience. So do not make the same mistakes as I made. But I'm a researcher anyway, and I'm a doctor, so I've always, loaded him with information articles, and he's always done me the same way, because we're one. We think alike, we act alike. So your twin is at a crossroad already. They already are naturally being guided by Source to this union. So there's nothing you can do to speed it up or slow it down, you guys. Divine timing is divine timing. The only way that you can speed it up is by doing spiritual working, shamanic healings. I have the reconciliation working now. I have the karmic flush, which has been very successful, and also bringing twin flames back together in union. The Archangel Michael Attunement, aligning your chakras together so you're on one complete harmonic resonance when it comes to your chakra system. Even though you share the same chakra system, does not mean that you guys are always aligned. For most twins, you're not, and it doesn't surprise me. Another thing is, how can we end the separation process? Well, the reason why you're in separation in the first place is because your twin needs time to integrate their new body system. When you are in a twin flame dynamic, you are moving from out of the carbon body into the crystalline body. You were born into carbon, okay? But as you get your download codes and your upgrades through these new open portals, like yesterday, the Lion's Gate, Source Energy opens up these energy portals for us so we can get our integrations, and so we can, have the highest energies to support our transformations and our integrations. Your twin flame is in these karmic relationships because they need to collapse their timelines. And collapsing their timelines, what they're doing is rewriting their soul contracts and vows and oaths. If they have vows and oaths to carry out with third-party energies, they have to complete those unless they have raised their vibration high enough to where they're in 5D and above, and you're no longer in the learning of experiences, but you are in the vibration of love. Unconditional love is nothing but blessings from that vantage point. But most of the time, more often than not, the divine masculines are not in that high vibrational frequency. They are on the low 3D density. And so therefore, they are in their learning lessons. They're in their learning lesson stages. They are clearing out old timelines and bloodline issues, childhood traumas, and past life traumas. And so those type of things take time. If you want to end the separation, you have to cloak your divine masculine with love and light. Work on yourself. Raise your vibration to the highest vantage point that you can be at a high vibrational frequency, which is enlightenment, okay? That is what is going to supercharge and super accelerate your twin flame to get them to the highest vibration that there is, where they will rise above the karmic cycles and rise above the karmic relationships, whether it be friends, family, jobs, or love interests alike. And that will get them into the vibratory frequency that they need to be in, that is necessary in order to end separation. So within, so without. Once you have become integrated with both your divine masculine and divine feminine within, such as myself, then you will be able to have the beautiful blessing of having 3D union if that is in your contract. Not all twin flames have a contractual agreement to be together in this lifetime. Only a select few, which is 144,000. Are there more than 144,000 twins? Absolutely. But only 144,000 are going to be able to experience in the flesh 3D union. Okay? Just know that by doing what you're supposed to be doing, living out your true authentic purpose and why source energy sent you here, it is going to also put you in direct alignment with your twin so they could be doing their direct and soul purpose and why they are here. And that is what also helps to put you in union. You both have to be doing what you came here to do. You can't be waiting on the sidelines for divine masculine. You have to live your life, even if that means moving on to a higher level soulmate. As long as you are putting out in the ethers that you are waiting, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to be waiting. Move on. I cannot emphasize this enough. You've seen my previous videos. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, wait for anyone. Especially not your twin flame. That definitely will not get you brownie points and kudos. They won't just say, oh, he or she is waiting on me. Let me go back to them. As a matter of fact, the opposite is what happens. You put up resistance, or actually they put up resistance. You make them resist because you are fighting the surrender process. You have to completely surrender, turn them over and release them to their journey and allow for them to make their choices with their free will and also their mistakes, because that is how they're going to learn whatever it is that they signed with their karmic partner. And these things do take time. And don't worry. Like if they go on vacation with their karmic, or if they go out to dinner, or any of the things that we would consider as being sentimental, don't worry. It's not the same energy, and it carries a totally different vibration if, divine masculine would go to a vacation with you. I can tell you divine masculine, even if they did go on vacation with the karmic, when they look back on it as a memory, it will not have the same compact or impact on them that it would if they took you on vacation. See, when they would take you on a vacation, they will start to have what is called memories. And those memories will carry a vibrational charge strong enough to where it will be a good memory that will be in their mental mind frame that they will keep forever. They will look back on it with the karmic, and it would not carry that same impact, and it would not have that same feeling or vibration. It would just be like, oh, it will be nothing to them because it does not have the same vibrational frequency and charge. Let me explain something to you, divine feminines, and this is where your power is. First of all, you are on your throne. A queen never steps off of her throne. They know the difference between a queen and a peasant. I don't care how it looks on the outside looking in. A true divine masculine will never be happy, not even with a soulmate. I don't care how higher level, lower level, medium level a soulmate is. If this is your true divine counterpart, they cannot and they will not ever be completely satisfied or happy with another person other than themselves or another person other than you. Because you and this person are one. They will be more happier actually by themselves than what they will be if they try to have a relationship without you. Okay? They cannot replace you. You guys are connected heart to heart, crown to crown. And if you really are event souls like me and my twin, we are connected at every single chakra. We are aligned in every single chakra. Okay? So we're connected in all 7 chakras. So being that connected with someone, do you really think that they're going to get over you? Or do you really think that for 1 second they're not going to have you on their mind? Of course, they think about you all the time. But again, life happens to all of us. They're not going to die without us. And most of them have their own issues and their own circumstances, just like you in life, which keeps them occupied. Okay? So it's not always about karmic thing. It's about their life, their lot in life, and what they want to happen and show up for them. Now, in the meantime, in between time, we have divine ordering that is working in the background. We have the heavens. We have the universe that is moving things around and orchestrating things around so that we can have this beautiful grand reunion with our twins. You have to know that. You don't have to hope for it. Just know that it's happening for you. And in divine timing, what is yours and what is meant for you is going to be meant to be. And there is not a darn thing that you have to do to coerce the universe or force the universe to bring it about any faster than what it is. Do you think that I'm concerned of when I'm going to be with my twin flame? Yes, I do. I question it. But at the same time, I know that it's going to happen even more. You know? Of course, we all are human. We do have our doubts. We do have things that come across our mind that could probably make us question, why are we still on this journey? But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, consider this journey a privilege and a joy. And it's not something that is going to be an experience for many. It's only a few. Only a few are chosen. Many are called, but only a few are chosen. Remember that. And you are part of the minuscule calling that the divine has set out. This is a divine mission. And if you treat it as a divine mission, you won't get so wrapped up in what is and what isn't. You'll be more focused on doing what it is that you're supposed to do to carry your end of the bargain. Okay? All right. I have come to the conclusion of this beautiful outline for this discourse on this subject, and I hope that I have helped someone. I realize that this is not an easy journey, but we all signed up for this, whether we remember it or not. And now that you know, it's time for you to move differently. You can't move the same way that you've been moving. Let me tell you, you guys, you cannot have not an ounce of doubt. If you have an ounce of doubt, it is going to push you further back from where you need to be. Trust in the divine, and most importantly, trust in divine timing, and know that if you are part of the 144,000 that are going to be into union, that you surely will. If that is your desire to be into union, the Bible says that God will give you the desires of your heart. Then obviously that's part of your contract. But if you're still questioning on whether or not you're going to be in union, the answer is no. I can remove that question. If you have any doubt on whether or not you're going to be in 3D union, chances are you probably won't. But if you know you were born a woman, you were born a man, that you're going to be in union with your twin flame, then the answer is a resounding yes. You will be in union, because that is the desires of your heart, and source energy promised that will be fulfilled. And I have come to the conclusion of this. All right. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.